Yo, it's boy Marcus from Western back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about some DMZ. Just the more I play this game mode, the more I learn about it, the more I like the game mode. I really do. I really enjoy it. But there are some things that are just brutal to deal with how I like to play it. So I'm going to cover that. Going to cover up some play styles and things like that. Just going to be an overall kind of tips, things to note. Tips and tricks, maybe I guess you could say. This mode's been out long enough to where so many YouTubers have made this kind of video, so you've probably already kind of got a good grasp since this game mode's been out since January of this year. So it's almost been 8 months, pretty much 8.5 months. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Starting off with this, where I spawned at. If you guys want to rewind to see where I spawned at, close ship. When you spawn a close ship, I highly suggest just coming up here and immediately starting the extraction boat, because this is the best way to get the Ouija thing done. One of the biggest problems with getting this done, is if you don't have a Fennec, you're not winning any gunfights in this building. That's just plain and simple. I feel like that's the only gun I see right now. Like, everybody's just got either a Mythic Fennec or an Ultra Fennec or something, and they're just running it down, and the gun's just insanely broken, right? I don't feel like I died to anything other than that in the SO14. Yeah, so those two guns, that's all you need. Don't buy any other guns. Don't do what I did and buy a AK-117 or a Type 19 or any of that stuff. Just get a Fennec, get an SO14. You can buy an Ultra SO14 pretty easily. So yeah, it's brutal. What I've learned, man, I'm starting to play it differently. I was only picking up orange legendary items or above, and then I would just completely bypass everything else, because I don't really bother with the crafting system. I haven't even bothered to learn it or get to the point to where I could craft anything above epic. So I just don't use it. I really don't. And maybe that'll help me get to the next level if I actually started using the crafting system and trying to improve that. But I haven't got to that point yet. It's just not quite for me. And huge, you see it at red dot popped up on the mini map, people pushing from Korahana base. That this class is just so useful, because I would have never known this guy was pushing here, and it would have costed me a lot more than it did. But since I knew this guy was pushing here, I was able to get some shots into him and then try to push him, but he just dipped out. And once you call in the extraction boat, man, it's like everybody and their mother's like, oh, I need to go to the ship now. You know what I mean? It's like they just couldn't care less if they die. They just run in here and just whatever happens, happens. And what I've found, I solo queue, right? So a lot of these tips are coming from a solo queue player. I do not play with anybody when I play DMZ, hardly at all. I would say 90% of my games this season have been solo queue. I highly suggest you do not solo queue. Your random teammates will be garbage, and they will just do stupid stuff and go get into a gunfight and lose it immediately. That happens to me all the time. One of the things I've seen in this ship, when you're in this ship, man, there's a good chance that you don't make it out alive. And this is what I'm doing here, man. I see that we're kind of getting, smoked, to be honest with you, and none of my teammates are talking or anything, so it's not like I have any reason to communicate with them in most of my games. I think in this game, this guy was talking, but he's speaking Spanish, so it doesn't really do me any good, because I don't speak Spanish. I'm just like, me gusta pinga, and just messing with him, trolling. If you speak Spanish, you might understand that. Yeah, that's what I do when my teammates just speaking Spanish the whole time. There's nothing I can really do to say anything to them. Just say maricon or cabrón, and that's all I got for you. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough when you play solo queue, because it's best to do it in solos, but solos isn't always available. I can't play solos right now. Solos, I feel like the strategy would be totally different. I'd be okay with taking a gunfight, because I know there's only one guy, and I just have to win one gunfight, and I'll be like, okay. You know what I mean? I can keep him at range, keep him at bay. Don't get into a range gunfight where a Fennec's going to destroy me. Keep him at range, and, use my Type 19 or AK-117 to my advantage, and win gunfights easier that way. It's rough, though. It is rough. I love the get materials contracts. I don't know what is wrong with the casual player, but every time I pick one up, they always try to cancel it. It's like they don't know how good this contract is. It's like the most underrated contract, apparently. Like, it's the best contract in the game, and you can get mythics and ultras from it. But people just, every time I pop one up, they're just like, you know what? Let's do corporate rivalry and go die in the ship. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? I don't know. I'm grinding for top 5K, so maybe my randoms are not those kinds of people, and they're just playing for fun, and they just die, and they expect me to go the rest of my life to say, I'm not going to save people. That's one thing I've learned when my solo queue. I'm not saving you, bro. Like, unless you're right here, and I have to get in a gunfight with these guys, if I happen to win the gunfight that I need to win, I'm not saving you. Like, there's just no shot. It's pretty much chalked every time somebody dies. Majority of the time, all I'm worried about is just getting out, because that's the only way I'm getting points. And when you're grinding for top 5K in this mode, it is rough. This guy was camping so hard in this building right here. That's another thing, man. If somebody gets pinged with the, what is it? It's not called prop hunt. It's hunt squad. So this guy's pinged by hunt squad, apparently, and he is just not moving. He's pre-aiming this doorway, and I just happen to win the gunfight. Look at that. He didn't even do any damage to my armor. Like, what is that? I forgot. I think ultra guns do that, or whatever gun does that, where they just don't do any damage to the armor, right? They just completely bypass that and take away all your health. It's rough. It's rough to deal with that, because the TTK becomes infinitely faster. Yeah, hate that. Whoever decided to make that change, they should revert that. Even if that's how this mode came, they need to revert that. That's an awful change. That should be one thing that makes DMZ great in the longer TTK, and it's not. Yeah, that's what I got for that. That being said, man, this guy's skin's sick, by the way. The Terminator skin, it's so dope. I do really love the mode, right? Outside of the hunt squad annoyingness, the hunt squad is brutal, man, because I feel like it's always me. No matter how many teammates I have alive, I'm the one. I'm like the chosen one every time. I don't know why. These shots right here, by the way, like anytime I see shots, you know, I've talked about my strategy and playing passive and kind of just not attacking people. If they're not attacking me, I'm not attacking them. There's just no reason for me to really initiate any gunfights or action. I just run away, right? I just come over here, and I do this often, right? Because I like to stay on the outskirts unless I spawn in the middle. Just trying to be more avoidant of people, because, you know, it's just so easy to die in this game right now. I feel like in DMZ, man, it's just, all it takes is like 5 bullets from a Fennec, and the Fennec shoots insanely fast. You're just kind of done for, right? So coming over here and hitting this exfil, and then I immediately dip out towards the next one at the end of Serpent Town. Reason being, those people are going to see that chopper's coming, and if I stay there, they're going to come and kill me, right? They're going to shoot their little sensor darts that light up the entire map with my location, and they're going to hunt me down and kill me, right? It's going to be difficult for me to stop that. I decided to just call that in, basically allowing them the opportunity to exfil, because like if they shoot sensor darts over there and they see that I'm not over there, you know, they're either going to come down here and chase me, which they didn't shoot sensor darts to know where I were, so they'd be guessing, or they just exfil immediately and just get out of the game, which most people would take that opportunity to just do that. That's something I've learned. So that's just a strategy that I use and I employ, trying to, you know, get out of situations. If I can set off 2 exfil choppers instead of 1, and then hopefully I get out on the 1 just by myself. Here in this gameplay, I believe you're actually going to see this in a short. I'm exfilling here, and you're not going to believe what happens to me. Like, what I get chased by a real dude, apparently, or he just ends up being over here, and it just turns out hilariously. I think, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we both exfilled on the same chopper, and we're not on the same team, which is hilarious. That being said, a lot of my gripes involve the meta. I just think the meta is bothersome. I really hate the hunt squad. I think there should only be 1 on the map at a time. There's sometimes 2. I think there's even sometimes 3, But man, dude, that's super annoying, and it's too long. Right? If you're gonna hunt squad somebody, like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, it's a fifth of the game. By the time somebody actually gets to one, it's probably more like a quarter of the game that's remaining. It's terrible to deal with. That being said, those are some just thoughts, really, just thoughts on the mode overall. I guess this isn't really a tips and tricks video, so I'll probably have to actually make like a more separate video. Here at the end, though, this is a tip. If you are waiting for exfil right here and your teammate's still alive, so you have to wait the full amount of time, do exactly what I'm doing right now, right? Always smoke out your exfils because people won't be able to see you unless they shoot the sensor dart, which not everybody runs the sensor dart, so you might have a chance and people might not have them unloaded up, right? So I immediately smoke this out and he can't see me. We're on the same helicopter together and he doesn't know I'm here. With that being said, that's pretty insane. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's been your boy Marcus from Morsini. I'm out of here. Peace.